Hello, I'm here with Dr. Tim Clarey. He is the editor for the CRSQ. You also work with ICR.
Correct, yeah, I'm the geologist staff basically for ICR. So
Nice.
been at it for about 8 years. Been the quarterly editor about 2 years now.
So as editor, what are you looking forward to in the future for the CRSQ?
Well, trying to catch up for one thing. To put it bluntly, we're at one issue behind, but in the past we were much further behind. We're trying to catch up. So I'm kind of proud we're almost there.
Nice.
But I'm looking for quality papers, quality research, things that cutting edge research, and even some of the funding the CRS gives. CRS has funding for research projects. Every year we give out grants to people to do research, and then those result in more papers.
Okay.
So it's really nice to to see that process from the beginning to the end. Once we give them money, the research is done, and then a year or so later, a paper comes out, gets published. But if the review process, passes that, and most times they do.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty quality stuff. So I'm trying to put quality papers out for the most part.
Okay. Yeah.
And sometimes I disagree with the results. As a geologist, I disagree with some of the other geologies out there. But if it's still based on data and they make valid interpretations, I'm not. As an editor, I'm not trying to bias what's published as much as I'm just trying to make sure it's quality. It isn't just speculation. It's actually based on some sort of data.
Mm. That's really
So
cool.
I'm doing a little bit of quality check, I guess. But I think all editors did that, most of them. But it's an extra job that I have to do above and beyond my normal job. But it's really kind of a labor of love, as they say, for a better cliche. I don't know, but it's because I really enjoy doing it. But I'll be glad when my 5-year term is up on that. Yeah. Pass it on to somebody else.
So if someone wanted to get their article published in the CRSQ, what process would they go through?
Well, the CRS has a website, and they can go to that website, and there's a spot where they can submit a paper there. I think if they get an old copy of the quarterly, I think there's a spot where they can either mail it in to me if they want, or they can email it to me directly as well. But I think the best way is to go to the website and look for the submission of the paper.
Okay.
And submit the paper, have it all done. The key thing that I'm seeing is a lot of people don't follow the proper formats. So it's helpful if you're going to submit a paper to look over the style of a previous issue maybe and see how the references are done. We do our references a little bit different than many other journals because every journal has a unique style. And so that we don't do footnotes and things like that. I constantly get papers where I have to send it back and say, can you reformat all your references before we really get the process started? And then we usually will send it out to usually 3 reviewers. And so they are thoroughly peer reviewed. And I have area editors. If there's specialties like astronomy and physics, biology, I'll send it to the area editor, and then they do the reviewing, and they converse back with me and say, okay, this paper's ready to go. It's been reviewed by 3 qualified reviewers, and they passed, here's the final version. So I don't have to do every paper that comes in. But, as a geologist, I try to at least put some input into the geology papers that are coming